guys, I wanted to do a really cool makeup tutorial slash, I don't know, animal video, because these guys are my absolute faves. Of course, my cat doesn't like to be grabbed, but there he is in the back. They've been playing a lot. And I wanted to give an update on my Beardy as well. She is, as you can see, a lot bigger than she used to be. She is not as rambunctious. The last video I made, she pretty much leaped off of me and tried to land on the floor, and pretty much unsuccessfully. She was actually quite awkward when she was a little, but you can see the size of my hands. I don't know how to compare it to something like just a basic makeup palette. I mean, she's pretty big, you know? So it's been really cool to kind of take care of her and see. It's kind of difficult to feed her vegetables. I noticed that if you kind of go a little while without the protein, they will eat vegetables. So just don't give up. Always try to feed them their greens. They have to have their greens. And I've just recently started to do nail trimming on her. So that's something that, you need to start thinking about and doing when they get to be this size. Because the heavier they get and the longer their nails get, the more that you can feel the nails, the weight of the nails dragging and stuff. Oh, and here she goes. Just like in the last video, she's going to take off. So she likes my makeup, I guess, because, well, it basically looks like food. You can't get me wrong there. They're still so stimulated by colors and stuff. And I just replaced her bulbs. It's really important to replace their bulbs. It keeps them happy and in good condition. And she's being a ham. She's being a camera ham. She might like the way she looks. Let's see if I can get her. There we go. There we go. She still takes off. I regret saying that she doesn't take off, because she still likes to take off. She loves to crawl around my makeup, so it's I don't know, let me see if I can tilt the camera down. Look at you. Look at that girl. What you doing? What you doing? So yes, she'll have a lot of fun perched on there. Let me pick this up. I know that when I hold this tablet a certain way, the sound on it is not that good, so try not to cover up the speakers this time. But look at that face. She's admiring herself. Yeah, are you admiring yourself? Well, she's having a good time. She doesn't get out much. I work full time, and when I do have time to spend with her, it's normally at night, so the sun's gone down because it's the winter time, and they do tend to fall fast asleep once the sun goes down. Even with her heat lamp on, she still gets a little lethargic. So I don't get really a lot of quality time, but I replaced her bulbs, and she's definitely a lot happier. And you want to show them your belly? You want to show them your belly? Look at the belly. Look at that big old belly. I love her belly. That is like, the coolest thing about these guys is just how soft they are underneath. And they have all these spines on the top, but underneath their bellies, and you have to pick them up normally, well, all the time like this. In fact, here's a little tip I've found for her as she's gotten bigger. Always use a cloth, because it just increases the diameter of your hands, so you can pick them up if they're not actually on you. But yeah, you want to show them your nails? Look at those beautiful nails. Nice, beautiful nails. Yeah, she's definitely become... She's very, very happy right now. I can tell, because they'll develop their own little personalities too. So she's gotten, I think she's hogging the camera. So while she's doing that, I'm going to let her do her thing up there real quick. Let's just do some makeup, Why not blend two of the best worlds together? She likes watching me do makeup. It's a cool way to spend time with her, because she doesn't like playing with toys. And some of them do like playing with toys, but... Anyhow, let's get started. This is my MAC primer. It's just a primer mist. That's it. I don't know if I want to put on a lot of foundation, because I'm not actually going to go out after this. So let's just use my Smashbox powder. It's kind of neat. Just twist it, and it normally comes out. She's very, very intently watching this, so... You just go ahead, and it does take the shine off. It doesn't really cover up all the flaws, but it will take the shine off. So yeah, if you have any questions or Beardy questions, you can comment down below. This is kind of my usual routine with her. I'll put her on my, on me, and just go do whatever it is that I like to do. It's just so natural and normal to me. It used to just be like, I saw a lady with a beardy once, and I went, it's just, I could imagine myself just putting her on me all the time. But you do, you just put them on you, and they stay there, and they're normally really good about that. So I put this really neat makeup look together. This was for Thanksgiving. It's Midori, I think is the name of it. It's Sugar Pill, and you just take it and put it on your eye with a. I actually still really like these. These are my favorite brushes, by the way. I wouldn't buy anything else. Real Techniques. They're the coolest shapes. And this was kind of a, keep in mind, this is a club look. You can always mute this down if you wanted to. She loves color, so. I feel like I'm doing like an ASMR video for my beardy. I'm doing a makeup video for you guys. Covering a lot of bases here. Anyways, I will just go ahead and place this underneath my eyes. And then I did a really interesting thing. I don't normally take bright colors and do this, but I found this to be... And keep in mind, I didn't actually use... this stuff is so pigmented, you don't have to use an eyeshadow base. It just kind of falls on your eyes, especially with this kind of brush. So that's a really strong suggestion for someone that doesn't want to put a lot of gunk on their eyes. It was really... I don't like putting those big base coats on the eyeballs. It's not something I enjoy. And remember to kind of pat it in too. Get it right down at your lash line. Okay? So that that's done, you can see it just boom, just pops everything out. Trying to think what I did next. I'm trying to recreate it exactly the way that it was, and I don't always remember. Oh, and of course use your brows. Do your brows a little bit if you want to kind of give them a little bit of texture. This stuff is not my favorite, but if I'm going out at night, I really like how dark it makes everything look. It's just very pigmented, so you can't use a whole lot. But then again, it sticks right to the brows, and it just brings them out a little bit. So if you want that darker, pronounced brow, I'd recommend this. And this is Urban Decay. Anything Urban Decay is going to be pretty solid. So, and then Medusa for a highlighter. She's looking like she wants to get back up on my... And I just really literally just put this right on my eyes like this, and I dropped it down across the very middle portion of the lid. She's very excited right now. And then I highlighted it right below my eyes, just like this. And I don't know why, but this look was really popular. I got a lot of compliments on this, and I spent a ton of time on gothic looks or on club looks, and I just don't get that kind of reach. So this is really neat. It just pops. So it's very, very green on here. In person, it's more bluey green, so it looks more normal to me. And then my Stila. This is just a liquid liner. Stay All Day Liquid by Indigo. Easy enough, right? And just, you take that, and you don't have to do the whole eye in this, because I'm going to go back over it with a black liner. This is just to kind of pop the green out. It's just a little bit on the top, and a little bit on the bottom, just to kind of finish off the eye and make it look a little sharper. Less is more with this look, really. I didn't do a whole lot. But when it comes to the liner, and this is still my favorite black liner, it's Blackbuster. Just make sure that with the L'Oreal Blackbuster that, you know, this top thing is always annoying, but that top, if it comes off, try to shove it just back in the lid. Most of the time you hear that pop and sound, it won't come back out. It's really annoying. This stuff is great. Just remember to shake it and remember to replace it often enough. So I just pulled out naturally the pen. Just pull it out, place on the eye, and just drag it in. That's it. Place it where you want it to be or where you want that line to be, and then just drag it in, and it will make a very natural line. And there she goes. She's running away from me. And then you can put it, just drag it in a little bit, but the blue will kind of make, so there, boom, just pop, pop, pop. Alright, girl. It's a lizard look. It's green. Lizards are green, right? Come on, girl. Anyways, she'll probably be, oh, that's one thing about these guys. Oh, 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 she's snuggling. They do like anything warm. They really, as they get older, they know immediately where warmth is. So I noticed that she'll come flying up me and go, ah, and it, like when she was younger, it was more about exploring everything, and now it's just very cute. Oh, so cute. Let's see. I use a nice pink liner, Makeup Forever. It's called 21C. They don't name their products any better than that. I just put that around the top. Now my cat's going crazy. Probably because she's with me. Hey, come here. Come here. This is just called Plaid or Pink Plaid. And this is a MAC. I just use that to fill in the remaining part. It's a match for that liner I just used. And the Big Fatty Mascara. I believe this is Urban Decay. So, and knowing me, I will not put a product list in the bottom. So if you want to just stop me there. Oh, look, he's going crazy. Yeah, you want to say hi? He loves when I hang out with her. If you all have a cat and you don't want to get another cat and you want him to have a friend, this is like one of the coolest buddies they can have. He just warms up and becomes much more, I don't know, he just really it's hard to explain. He really, really likes her. So when I take her out, he just becomes more available. Just fun. He's just more fun. He doesn't like to be grabbed, but I wanted you guys to get him in the shot, so yeah. It's a cat that doesn't like to be touched, so, but yeah, no, he loves her, and it just cheers him up. So, you know, if you want to kind of brighten your life up with a Beardy, I'd recommend it. They're fun, they're sweet, they're very kind and loving. She just is cool. And she still has all of her athletic ability, you know. She used to be way more agile than this, like crawling up on my head, but she's still pretty cool. So anyhow, I thought I'd just combine my videos because I have animals and they're fun and they're cool to look at. And, you know, if you, like I said, if you have any questions for me, yeah, she kind of, speaking of doing her nails, she does need a manicure. So this one. Anyways, that was my update too. I wanted to do an update video and show you guys, like, just her size. And it's been about a year since I made the last video, I think. Or you can look at the date on my video that I did of her, and I think it's been about a year. So I think she's trying to go to sleep now. So I'll shut this off and give her some time. But yeah, she's on there. They might be big and heavy, but once they dig in, man, they're on there. So, and she loves to go outside. She still likes to go shopping. She still likes to do all that fun Beardy stuff. But yeah, and she still has all of her old habits, which include crawling all over everything. So you can also just like let them run around your bed. Let them go, put them in the sink and let them do their business and wipe them off, and then let them dry in their rock. And then once they're dry, take them back out and just play with them and play with them. That's a really good time to play with them. You don't have to worry about them pooping or anything, and it's all out of their system. And then they'll be dry from being under the heat lamp and stuff. So anyways, I think she's obsessed with my earrings. So I just felt her lick one. So lots of licking. Definitely when they get older, they're way more prone to just that kind of thing. They get more human as they get older, if that makes sense. There's more personality, I've found, and a lot more intelligence. So when they're young, they're very intelligent. But when they're older, they're much more perceptive of their environment, and you can get them used to certain things. So I have noticed that her personality has set, and no matter how much I play with her, how little, she still has the same personality as she did before. So it's something very cool about these guys, and like I said, they're very easy to care for. Just make sure they get their baths and their lights, and they need those two different types of lights. Do not put a red light in the cage. I've seen a couple people do that. I did it at one point at night. It doesn't let them rest. It's too much heat. They're fine at night without their lights on. If you want to get a small heating pad, like just a small heat, and just put it underneath the tank, it'll heat up the sand and everything and make them more comfortable. But as far as having a light on overhead all the time, don't do that. Just a little too stimulating at night for them. They need their rest. So anyways, yeah, she's going right to sleep. So anyways, guys, that's my update video, and we'll see if she gets any larger. If she does, I'll do another one on her. And if not, if you guys like me doing my makeup videos with my friends, let me know, and I'll just put her on my shoulder and do my makeup the way that I always do. Because it'll be on film. Say bye, Harold. Say bye-bye, Missy Harold. Harold, where you going? All right. Bye, guys.